All right, gonna be a review for Predator Badlands, directed by Dan Trachtenberg, starring Elle Fanning and a bunch of other people I don't know. So, I saw this in the theater, and I didn't hate the movie. I know some people really hate this movie. I'm just kind of like, okay, they're gonna make more Predator movies. I hope they're good. They're combining the Alien and Predator worlds. I mean, and Blade Runner. So okay, kind of makes sense to me with the Alien one, especially because there's the comic books and there's the old two movies which are terrible. But less said about those the better, because those are terrible. So, is this the worst Predator movie? No. I'd say the 2018 one is. So I'll give it that. I enjoyed it more than that movie. I think this is better than Prey, also. The same director, Dan Trachtenberg, and the animated thing is its own thing, but I'd rather watch this than the animated one because I only liked one of the stories. Uh, I mean, the one with the guy in World War II is okay, but it's just like ship combat, and the other one's ridiculous because it's like some grandma and she's wielding a giant battle axe and beating up men that are twice her size. I don't buy it, so it's just silly. But it is an animated movie. But anyways, in this Badlands, a young predator outcast from his clan finds an unlikely ally on his journey in search of the ultimate adversary. So he's the run of the litter. His dad's gonna kill him, but his brother's defending him. His brother won't let his dad kill him, so the dad kills the brother. He gets sent off to fight this ultimate creature, which we find out later can like regen. It's like a broken limb, or you cut off its tail, it regrows it. It's like they say it's unkillable, even though they basically have something that could easily kill it, which is kind of dumb. But okay. So yeah, that's the setup of the movie. Now the positives, I'd say, are, I mean, Elle Fanning, she's pretty good as like, a robot android, and she's stuck there. She has half her body. The CGI on the Predator's face, I'm sorry, I think it doesn't look good. I guess that's just, they're not going to do practical. I think in Predator 1 and 2, it all looks way better to me. Some of the action is cool. I think the first half of the movie is better than the second half, because then the Predator meets this little monkey thing, or you think it is, this alien monkey, and it's all cute, and there's a bunch of kind of lame humor between them. And Elle Fanning has this, kind of just this lame humor. And it's kind of like, how do you even have humor? You're an android. I mean, it's all simulated, I guess, but she's basically programmed to be more emotional and empathetic so that she can study local wild alien creatures. And she has a twin, and they're linked together. Some people are joking they're like lesbian androids. I don't think so. But yeah. So it's worth a watch. It's an hour 47 minutes. I did enjoy the movie, but once they get onto the new planet, there's some cool shots. Some of it reminded me of like Riddick, which I liked all that. Kind of reminds me of Pitch Black and Riddick, mixed with I've played a lot of MMORPGs. There's a lot of MMORPG kind of stuff in this. Like the fauna will attack you. which is cool, but it just kept reminding me of other things, and that's kind of my problem with this movie. It just kept reminding me of other things, and then in the last half of the movie, it reminds me of like Prometheus and Ridley Scott. And then they have that's on this poster. They have the giant creature, which is basically the giant mech, which is basically the mech from Aliens. I'm surprised they didn't say "Get away from her, you bitch," but they didn't. But I was expecting them to, because there's a lot of references and it's kind of annoying. I liked how the Predator's dad looked with like his white dreadlocks, and he kind of has like a crown, almost like a deer crown, like you see like in Game of Thrones. That looked cool. There's a number of visual things that I did like, but it's just so much CGI. And then you find out that her other half is alive and looking for this creature because they want to freeze it and bring it back to Earth because it has, life-saving properties. And she's basically the evil twin of Elle Fanning. I mean, they're both played by Elle Fanning, but she's the evil twin, and then Elle Fanning finds out that she doesn't really care about her. In fact, she's defective. So this is all spoilers, too. I mean, I'd say go see it, in the theater. If you can get a cheap ticket, I'd say it's worth it. And Dan Trachtenberg is gonna, I think, make another one, and I think he's making a Waterworld TV series. It's like, okay, probably gonna be tons of CGI in that, because man, this guy loves CGI. I mean, in Prey, there was that terrible CGI bear, which looked like shit. But so then, the Predator loses a bunch of their gear, like in Rambo. Another thing this reminds me of is Rambo. Again, better movies it's reminding me of. I don't know about Prometheus, but it's just taking from a lot of different stuff and kind of smashing it all together. And, I'd say I'd give it like a 6, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. It's just my expectations with Predator are so low that it's like I'm kind of just like surprised if I don't hate the movie. So I still say Predator 1's better. Okay, Predator 1's the best one, then 2. Then I'd probably say the Robert Rodriguez one, because at least some of the Predators are practical in that one. So I don't even count the AVP movies, but that's 3 is Robert Rodriguez 1. And then I'd say this, then Prey, and then the 2018 one. 2018 one is the worst one. I hate that movie. I hate the humor in that movie. I hate how it wasted Thomas Jane and gave him a shit character with, and he has Tourette's syndrome, and it just isn't funny. And then the autistic kid they imply is the next stage of evolution. I don't think it is. Talk to some parents who have like very autistic children, I mean, it's difficult, but anyways, it's ridiculous. Next stage of evolution. Oh my god. And that's written by Shane Black, who's in the first Predator movie and ghost writ some of the humor in it. So it just shows like what does he know? He should just stay away from sci-fi movies, because I like some of his other movies, like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, The Good Guys. I think it's called The Good Guys with Russell Crowe. That's really good. So yeah, Elle Fanning as Thea is a dual role. One's human-like, one more robotic. She said something unprecedented happened. Solid chemistry with Deck. Her emotional arc grounds the chaos. I guess, with Deck. That's that little creature who later you find out is the baby of the mother creature who they're hunting, who the predator wants to kill. Thought it was kind of lame how the thing actually ended up dying, because it was actually the evil Elle Fanning who did it with a predator weapon, like an ice grenade. And it just took like one ice grenade and it froze the whole thing. And then they want to take it back to Earth, but they end up killing it. And then the predator ends up killing the evil Elle Fanning. And then when the father arrives, he's like, show me the head of the creature. And then he just throws this little android skull, because I guess that's the most badass creature on the planet. And I'm just like, it's just lame. Like, couldn't you have just killed that creature and then showed the dad the skull? But then the dad is like pissed off, and then he tries to kill the runt and ends up getting killed. I don't know if the predator even kills him. I think he like messes him up, but then I think Elle Fanning does. So I thought that was just like lame. Can't you just have him kill him? I mean, and kill the creature? But no, I guess not. And then in the end shot, it's like, oh, and then the mother's coming. So the mother, I guess, is gonna try and kill her runt now. But yeah, so I didn't like that stuff. I just thought that was lame that he didn't even end up killing the main creature. And they don't want to anymore because the little monkey creature, that's his mom. So, but it's just like, man, who cares? Like, I don't even care about this little monkey creature. And they probably just have it in there so they could sell toys on it. That's what I thought. Like, they're going to be selling that at Disneyland. They're going to be selling that at Disneyland. And also Avatar, another thing that this reminds me of. And I think Disney owns some of the rights to Avatar, so wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to splice it all together, you know. But some of the fauna on the planet, flora, fauna, was cool. Like with the exploding needles that come out of that thing on the local wildlife on the ground. That was kind of cool. But like I said, it reminds me of an MMO. So and then, you know, he starts taking Elle Fanning, and some of it I thought was kind of funny, but some of it's just like cheesy. So yeah, there's some cheesy humor in this, some blatant things they're ripping off from other movies. But I did enjoy the thrust of the movie, and I don't know, I thought it was okay. So, but yeah, check it out. I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. I probably give Prey a 6 out of 10, and this is a 6.5. So not anywhere near the original two, which I think are way better, but you know, it's not terrible. So, but yeah, that's about it though. See you next time.